All right. Good morning, sir. Please, can you tell us what is happening right now?
Gentlemen, all of you should stay calm. We have been on this process for about 3 months now, since we first got the news that they want to demolish this community. This is Oluwejide village in Auchi, Sacred Hill. And during the time of the intervention, when NUMA came for intervention, they told us that they want to repair this place for us because the place was not habitable. And when they came, they interfaced with us and they discussed with us. And they told us that they will give us money for temporary relocation, that we will relocate for the period the construction will go on. And that was what they did. The then PC of NUMA, Engineer Antisa, told us that they were not interested in our land, that they will give us the money based on the equipment they will use are head moving equipment. And some of the house will crack. So we will repair the houses and we'll stay when it's now habitable. And when they completed everything, the place was now habitable, we renovated our houses and we have been living in peace. Auchi is a peaceful community. Already the village is a peaceful community. But now, of recent, we got the news that they want to demolish the buildings and create recreational centers without not discussing with us. They did not come at any time to invite the landlords and the residents to discuss anything with them. So we have been hearing rumors. Then we now went and through our lawyer, we wrote a letter, a petition letter to the governor, which they received. And they acknowledged the fact that they received it. This is a copy of the protest letter, which even the office of the governor signed. They signed. They now invited us. We copied 3 prominent people in the government house. And they received it, they acknowledged it, then they invited us to government house. When we got there, we interfaced with the chief of security to the governor. And we discussed at length. He told us categorically clear that the governor is not aware of this plan. That there is no plan to demolish any building in Auchi. He promised us that he was going to get to the bottom of the matter and that we should remain calm and watch. And that if anybody come here to claim it's from government, that he gave us a number we should call and that he will talk with the person. And when some days later, some group of guys came here, they were doing survey pegging posts. I now called him. He discussed with them. He asked them who was in charge of this project. They now told him that it was Tom Obaseki. And immediately he called us again and told us to be calm, that he was going to invite Tom Obaseki to the government house to come and explain the modalities for this project. That he did. And he called us back to tell us that Tom Obaseki did not appear. That he was going to reschedule the meeting on Monday. And on Monday, the meeting will hold by 10. After 10 o'clock, he will get back to us in the evening. On that evening, we called him again and he told us that they did not come. And that he was going to write a letter the 3rd time to invite them. Since then, we have been calling him to know what is going to happen next. But he told us that by our standard, there is no way they can come and demolish our houses without a notice, because in law you must follow due process, and by due process you must notify for demolition.
At least 1 month.
But unfortunately now, we just got the news last night that they are bringing military men to this place to evacuate us. That a team is coming to demolish these buildings. The buildings in this community that were affected during this NUMA project are 129. And the occupants in these buildings are more than 3,000. So how will you evict 3,000 people? Where will they go to? Where will they go to? So I'm using this medium to call on the Chief of Army Staff to restrain his men from evicting us from our buildings because we have lived there for long. I myself have lived there for 54 years. I was born here, raised here, and I've been living here. Where will I go to? So since we are expecting that this morning, we are calling on relevant government authority to come to our aid because we don't have anywhere to go. We are calling on Honorable Senator Ali Mikena, the senator representing the donors, to wave into this matter. Due process must be observed. That is what we are demanding. What are you demanding for? Due process. Due process must be observed because in law, due process must be observed, and with due process they must give us time. If at all they want to demolish the house because they are not claiming that the compensation they gave was outright purchase, but they did not tell us that time. The MPC Engineer Adisa told us that they don't have interest in our land. So who is fooling us now? Is it the World Bank, or is it the Federal Ministry of Environment, or is it Newman? We don't know, because they have not come to discuss anything, but we are just getting now rumor, and now they came to address with the public address system that they want to bring down the place. Where will we go to? So as Nigerians, we are demanding for due process. Everybody should remain calm, law-abiding. We are Nigerians, we love peace, and we are peaceful people. Auchi is a peaceful community, so everybody should just remain calm, be peaceful. But what we are demanding from government is due process. If at all they will demolish the houses, let them follow due process so that they give us time. Because we cannot just live just like that. And since we are in democracy, we don't want military men in this area because that will cause panic. Even some of our members now, there is a woman in this community now is in hospital in Port Harcourt. Many landlords are sick now because many people are protesting, hearing that they will bring soldiers to demolish the place. Everybody is confused. So what we are demanding for is due process.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, can I see the paper that you signed, that they sent to you? Okay. Is there any other page that they signed? All right. Thank you very much, sir.
This is the Association of Landlords of the area.
Okay. That's it.
This is the chairman of the Landlord Association.
All right. All right, sir.
So
morning,
thank
sir.
you. Everybody should be peaceful and law-abiding.
Can you tell us what is happening again there as a chairman of?
As spokesman, I said, we want peace. We don't want because we are very peaceful. Then we are peaceful because as Nigeria is concerned, we are citizens, and we are not second citizens, but we are real citizens. We are Nigerians, and we don't want to be oppressed. When they spoke about this operation, they didn't say they are going to take our houses from us. They said that it's just for us to relocate, just to help us, to alleviate us of what I suffered about that people. That's why they gave us that money. And the money they gave us is a peanut. It does not measure up with the houses.
All right, thank you.
I just look at it as an oppression. This is tyranny.
Thank you very much, sir. You know, when Nigerians will hear this now, they'll be asking money. They want to hear the estimated money because I can see a very big building there with borrow, and I can estimate that building to be close to 200 million naira. So I want to know how much we're given, at least how much was given to.